I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful May 8th, 2024. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are in the world. I'm starting a great day myself, and we have an emergency stream, everyone. I was not planning on streaming today. Usually I take Wednesdays off. Well, look at the headline. Marjorie Taylor Greene has just filed a motion to vacate, and we are joined by a bunch of people. Of course, Mr. Trump 2024 enjoyer.
Good evening, folks.
Real Texan Politics.
Hello from San Marcos, Texas.
And of course, Tyrone and Mr. Ye.
My fucking computer has decided today is a great day to shit the bed, so I'm having to take it apart right now.
Oh, so my computer...
Tyrone, I was internally screaming help me when I was driving through Austin today. My God, that traffic's a mess.
So,
I told you I-35 sucks, homie.
Well, welcome everyone.
I-35 is awful.
So yeah, tonight I was not planning on streaming. I thought tonight was going to be, the usual Wednesday off. I don't stream. Well, just a couple minutes ago, the House voted against the motion to vacate, or at least to table it. So this happened a couple minutes ago. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think with Thomas Massie, they just filed the motion to vacate, and as of now, it has failed because of course Democrats.
Takes another L yet again.
Yep. Now, before we continue with tonight's stream, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and like Tyrone says, join the channel. It's $1 a month. What is that? Like, honestly, $1 a month in today's economy. That's...
You stingy fucks. Join the channel.
Yeah, join the channel. It's just $1 a month.
I don't actually pay rap anything, but it's because I provide him a much better service than money.
True.
I provide him entertainment and vast political knowledge.
Political knowledge. And of course, everyone, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, the best way is to send a super chat via, well, the chat. Again, I'll try to read through as much of chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way your questions answered. So, yeah. All right, everyone. Should we talk about what happened a couple minutes ago?
I thought that's why we started the stream. Do you think I'm a goldfish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
He is the snack that smiles back. It's over.
So for real, everyone, Marjorie Taylor Greene and I believe it was Thomas Massie. Correct me if I'm wrong. Those two filed the motion.
Large Marge and Mass the ass. Yeah.
Oh, good lord. So
Large and Massey.
You're
large margins. He said large margin sassy Massey.
Okay, yeah, you gotta fix your mic, sir. Anyways, so, Large Marge has filed a motion to vacate. It failed. Like, it wasn't even close. How many Republicans voted for it? 11? Or not table it?
Voted against it. It was 11 that voted against tabling.
Yeah, so they're trying to table it, and they successfully tabled it with the help of Democrats.
Let me go ahead and I will list the 11 right now. The 11 are Biggs, Burleson, Crane, Davidson, Gosar, Green, Massey, Mooney, Moore, Roy, and Spartz.
Spartz is the shocker, in my opinion. That one came out of left field. Like, Spartz? Like, I thought she was supportive of freaking Johnson. Now she's not?
Some notable no votes, some notable yes votes. Matt Gaetz, Anna Paulina Luna, they both voted to a table. Hopgood voted to table.
Okay, so there's a bunch of like the MAGA types that are still voting against this. Now, I do wonder, did Matt Gaetz? Yeah, you said Matt Gaetz made a statement. You said it before the stream. If you can like requote what he said, I'll pull up in the chat.
I got it. Marjorie Taylor Greene made a truthful, compelling case against Mike Johnson. She should be commended for this work. I voted to table the motion for one principal reason. With a 2-seat majority in an election year, I believe 2 or 3 Republicans could be susceptible to bribes to resign or even vote for a Democrat. Democrats would then instantly deem Trump an insurrectionist to bar him from the ballot.
Yes.
House Republicans must do better. We must be led better. We must return Trump to the White House.
So Gaetz, I think, is being smart here. Now, to be clear, I support the motion to vacate. I think it's the best of 2 options, but I do understand that maybe you want to wait till after the election to try this, because if you try it beforehand, it could absolutely backfire.
It's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Oh yeah,
scenario,
100%.
there's Republicans that probably would not vote down ballot with Mike Johnson being speaker,
Yeah, I mean, if you get
which
Johnson on
could
there,
be an issue in some seats.
which again, I'm not the biggest fan of Mike Johnson. Obviously, I've been that clear. I support the motion to vacate, but I do understand that maybe we should just wait a little bit. Maybe we shouldn't go, freaking vacate our guy 2 months before the election. Maybe that's not a good idea. What do you guys think?
I don't think.
Honestly, I mean, I lean towards vacating. To be honest, I didn't really care either way.
I think we'd be better off with a Democratic speaker.
No.
Yeah, I think. Well, we already have a Democratic speaker.
Well, here's the thing, though. If the Democrats get the majority, they're going to vote to get rid of Trump off the ballot. They're going to say he's insurrectionist, he's not eligible. That's what they're going to do.
They're also going to do it. They're also going to
not gonna
pass
do
it.
that.
They're
Yes,
also
they
going to pass
are.
the shit.
It
They're
won't
also
make
gonna-
it past the Supreme Court.
They're
He
also
hasn't
gonna
even been
pass
charged with
shit ton of
insurrection.
fucking
How are they going
various
to?
different.
They're going to say that he's in, those involved
Excuse
with
me, can I
January
speak?
6th, yeah.
Hello? Can I
Y'all know
speak?
even,
May I
do you
give
even know how
represents-
long it takes for the Supreme Court?
I am going to
even,
fucking kill you
decide
real
shit?
Okay,
quick in
stop.
politics.
Hey.
All right. Hey.
Bunch of motherfuckers cutting me off over here. I think that it would be outright better off to get rid of Johnson and have no speaker, but it is also worth considering that Mike Johnson, while he is relying on Democrat support to pass all of this fucking pro-Israel, pro-Ukraine type shit, he's also not an outright Democrat, and he will absolutely use his speakership to prevent spending billions and billions of dollars on DEI fucking political initiative type shit. Stuff that gets immediately recycled into Democrat operations that can be used against Trump. It's also it's worth considering that all of that money that they'd be passing, a large chunk of that does get immediately recycled into going in against Trump and creating and establishing institutions that can resist him.
So we do
post-election.
We do got a Trump statement, but first, me for 5. Kevin McCarthy, a Sigma Rizzler bold, outshines Mike Johnson, a story yet untold. In leadership dance, he reigns supreme. A visionary's gleam.
Okay, so
Brain
Trump
rot.
posted a statement. Trump posted a statement about the motion to table, although he posted it after the vote happened.
Yeah.
More interesting, though, is the statement from Victoria Spartz.
What did Spartz say?
I am not happy with where we are now, but would not vote to vacate the speaker at this time. However, I fought a lot to change Pelosi rules and have more accountability on the speaker in Congress, so I voted not to table the motion consistent with my vote on McCarthy last fall.
Wait, what? Wait, huh?
So she's basically being a Ken Buck right now, except probably more conservative than he ever has been.
Bro, so just another schizophrenic moment like, yes. We just I'm against the motion to vacate, but I support or I'm against tabling it. Really? What?
I think that's a fair position because you want to create a discussion and bring to national eyes like all the horrid like stuff that Mike Johnson has done and why we probably shouldn't be like voting for Republicans who are like trying to screw over their voters.
What were you about to say?
They were trying to screw over their voters.
Oh, I thought you were saying something else.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm very careful with my words.
Okay,
They're trying to screw over their voters by voting to send money overseas rather than what's up, Pete? Rather than spending money on securing our border.
First off, how's your hangover?
I just now realized Boebert voted the table as well.
Boebert voted too?
Are you guys excited
Yeah, she voted
for
the
when
table.
the Democrats flip the House because there's no reason to vote Republican?
Well, here's the reality of that theory.
Let's go.
I understand that, there's been a lot of Republicans pissed off about this, but I think it's just the basic math for Republicans is there to get the House.
No, it really isn't. We barely flipped it in 22, and Republican voters got nothing out of it. If just a small amount leave the ballot blank, which they will.
Listen, in the Trump era, that hasn't happened so far. When Trump's on the ballot, they might
polling,
hate
there's
it.
a much bigger split. No, in polling, there's a clearer, much bigger split this time around than 2020. This is not comparable.
I understand where you're trying to come from, but I just don't think there'd be that big of a ticket split. I just don't.
Really?
Yes, I really.
How is the GOP doing before Trump? It's a dead party. No one likes the GOP.
No one
the only
does,
reason
but they're going to
anyone
vote.
votes is Trump.
It's a to most people, it's an alternative, a better alternative than Democrats. That's just the reality.
You're thinking about this in a partisan Republican light, and that's not what Trump voters see this through the lens of.
Yeet. I'm just trying to say that the reality is the ticket split you're talking about, it's like 1 or 2 points right now. That's what it is. It's not 15.
It's like 3. It's like 3.
It's 1 or 2.
It's like 3.
But either way, what was it 2020? Like 1 or 2, maybe 3?
So that means the House ballot is going to be like what? D+1. What was it in 22? R+3, and we barely won the House.
Yeah, because here's
how's
reality.
That a winning formula?
Here's reality, because in states like New York, Florida, and Texas, they had inflated results. That's just a fact.
So we're going to lose.
It's probably going to happen again too.
It's possible, but we just got to see.
In California's jungle primary, they're historically pretty good for gauging how well Republicans are going to do in the state in the general. In the jungle primary, a lot of the congressmen actually did pretty well. So that's telling me that whatever gains we made in 2022 in the safe blue, like in these safe states like New York, California, and honestly even Florida with the registration data, that those gains are holding.
Yeah.
So if the generic ballot is 3 points or 4 points bluer than 2022, and we're still getting these strong results out of these specific states, it stands to reason that we're, at whole, the Republicans are going to perform worse in the House.
I just want to point out the tipping point district for getting the GOP the House in 22 was won by 0.6, and we're likely going, as of now, we're going to see a 4. Zach Nunn, Iowa 3.
Yeah, but now he's the incumbent. He's going to hold on.
That's not the point. The point is that, okay, but here's it's not just that district that matters. The point is the tipping point district was 0.6, and the House ballot is going to swing left by like 3 to 4 points. How's that a winning formula?
Well, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that right now, even if it's a 3-point swing, you don't know with incumbency. You don't know where the swings are coming from. You just don't know. That's why I'm saying you got to wait and see.
Okay, that's still a 3 to 4 point general swing. Yeah, that's a lot to overcome.
All right, anyways. Jacko Max for 5. Just leave it till Trump is in. He could give Johnson a random position like ambassador or whatever. Then we get a real MAGA speaker, not a chameleon. Chameleon, excuse me. Sam Eds for 5. Who are the 32 Democrats voting against tabling? Yeah, there's like 32. Anyone got
probably progressive.
Yeah, I thought it was progressives, but I don't know who.
I'm guessing like your squads and maybe your, I don't know, your Sheila Jackson Lees, your Al Greens or something. Well, I think we should get a roll call at some point, though.
I thought there was. I thought there was like a list.
That was the list of Republicans, but I haven't seen a list of Democrats.
If everyone in chat knows about the who's the Democrats vote against it, I would like to know, because I'm assuming it's the progressive types that just think, oh, we got everything we want out of this guy. Let's get rid of him. Let's see. Rap. Does this mean I could start dooming now? Well, I don't know. I think this is just 6 months away from the election. I don't know if this is really going to change, but I really don't know.
People remember these things. It kills enthusiasm.
We gotta see. Chameleon. What? Yeah, I actually said chameleon is chameleon. Yeah, I know. I made a blunder. I had another Biden moment. All right, so
all these people that have never left the ballot blank or not voted Republican can't understand the people that do. I'm just
anyways.
I find that hilarious.
All right, I think we do have the list of the present votes, which, by the way, are all Democrats.
Interesting.
We have Omar Garcia from Illinois, Kukowski, Torres, Chu, Takano, and Pocan.
Really? Pocan?
I guess so. I don't know who any of these people are except Garcia and Omar, to be honest. But
Pocan's the clown from Madison.
Oh, well.
I'm actually surprised about that one.
Ilhan Omar voted present. That's interesting.
Ben Sinnix for 2. You see the Quinnipiac pull out of Wisconsin? That's bullshit. That's not happening. Trump or Biden +6 the week after they released a Trump +1 poll nationally or something crazy like that. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
But it had a D+5 sample.
Yeah, it's like,
and I'm pretty sure Wisconsin's like gonna be like R+5 or something in the election.
Yeah, I thought it was R+2 in even 2022. It was like R+2 or 3.
It was neutral in 22. It was R+4 in 2020.
So yeah, this is a statement from Trump. I absolutely love Marjorie Taylor Greene. I wouldn't say that now, but She's got the spirit, she's got fight, and I believe she'll be around on our side for a long time to come. However, right now, Republicans have to be fighting the radical left Democrats and all the damage they have done to our country. With a majority of 1, shortly growing to 3 or 4, we're not in a position of voting on a motion to vacate. At some point, may very well be, but this is not the time. We are leading the presidential polls by a lot, both nationally and in the swing states. Likewise, we're doing well in the Senate, and I believe we will do well in the House. But I will, if we show disunity, which will be portrayed as chaos, it will negatively affect everything. Mike Johnson is a good man who is trying trying very hard. I also wish certain things were done over the last period of 2 months, but we will get them done together. It is my request that Republicans vote for the motion table. We will win big, and it will be soon. Explanation point.
Yeah, Mike Johnson caused that disunity. That's his fault.
It was starting before him.
Working for Democrats.
It was starting before him, but he kind of like caused it to come back, I would say. Because
by the way, have you heard the John McGuire news about his?
Oh yeah, John McGuire's done. His campaign's cooked.
What
Oh yeah, there's some investigation over listing the deceased person as his campaign treasurer. There was a vote, like I don't know, about a month and a half ago, about banning child marriage in Virginia, and he voted against it.
Yeah, the only one, I think, or something crazy like
Yeah,
that.
the only one, I guess, for libertarian reasons or something. I don't know.
It's always a libertarian. Like, freaking, these people are insane, but...
And he's not even a libertarian.
I
He's
know.
a neocon.
I know, but it's like, they have, like, libertarian, like, tendencies and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
Do you think Trump is saving the VP pick announcement for the RNC? I think so. He's gonna wait till, like, the week before.
Yeah, June, July, actually.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the smartest pick for VP would be Young Kim.
Yeah, I think...
Young.
I think it's gonna be Doug Burgum. I really think that's who's gonna be right now. But we just gotta see.
Burgum said on TV that he didn't.
Yeah,
think
Burgum said that Biden won the election. I don't think it's going to be Burgum, bro.
Another thing too is that he had an abortion ban signed in his state.
Yeah, but
he's a risky pick.
You can argue though, like he wants to leave it to the states. That's what he's gonna say, and that was when he was governor. So, Prince is right for 2 in Indiana 7. The GOP nominated a dead person. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Nah.
I mean, it's not like it's a seat we're flipping anyways, but you know.
Nah, we nominated a dead person. I know it's like a safe Democrat seat, but what? That should tell you everything about last night.
Jennifer Pace won by 1.3.
Well, it's unfreaking believable that, like, last night was that big of a disaster. And we have data to prove that it was Democrats crossing over, but no one's going to accept that. They're just going to say, oh, Haley got 21% and that's the end of Trump or something dumb like that. Even though, didn't John McCain, like, 2000 get, like, the same amount? Or something crazy like that? When he dropped out 3 months prior? I don't know. It's something like that. Braden Lum for 5. If we lose the House in November, it's going to be because of this BS. This GOP infighting is going to cost us, and it won't matter if Trump wins. You know, I just think Trump's going to carry just enough. I'm not saying he's going to, you know, we're going to win a 50-seat majority, but I think he's going to do just good enough where these assholes in the House get a majority again. Just because Trump does good enough. I just really think that's what's going to happen. We got to see.
Trump's going to have to declare himself supreme dictator to get anything done with this house.
Fair enough.
They're going to vote against deporting illegal aliens because it goes against constitutional principles.
Well, I think that Trump did say he wants to be a dictator for a day, right?
Yeah.
That's possible. And Brewster for 5. Rap, are you afraid that this election is chaos again? It will cause Civil War 2. I feel that is a high possibility due to them insanity. Yeah, I'm just hoping that whoever wins just wins a landslide. That's my honest hope. Even if it's Biden, I don't want him to win, obviously, but I think for the best for this country, yeah, one of the 2 idiots got to win. Or it's either the moron Biden or Trump, I should say. Because if we have, like, a close election, like 2000, again, we're not going to handle as a country. We just can't. We need, like...
That might be a necessary evil.
What?
If Biden were to win, it would have to be, like, very close, in my opinion, to draw the election into dispute again.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Biden winning big is the end of this country.
I don't know.
I think that's the only way people, like, genuinely understand the condition of our country.
We just got... I don't know. It's one of those things where... I think if Trump wins, he has to win by a lot. He can't afford to have, like, you know, the same shit happen with Russia again. You can't, like, can't let Democrats claim, well, he only won because the Russian government's caused him to win. The Dems don't have any... any kind of well-armed follower. So if they start some civil war, what weapons will they fight with? Well, I guess it's a fair point. I don't know.
Damn computer doesn't want to fucking work for me.
What's wrong with their computer this time? It's the same thing I had.
No, it's an entirely different issue.
Oh.
I'm trying to determine. It's not an issue with it's not a solid state drive issue. I'm not getting a graphics display output, so I'm trying to determine if it is a graphics card problem, a RAM problem, or a processor problem. Because the first two I can fix. The third one is gonna be a bitch to fix because I don't have a spare processor.
Let's see here. Civil War 2 is likely, but it probably happens after the GOP collapse, the power vacuum. I don't think the GOP collapses now. This is the key part. If the current leadership stays in place for a couple years and you get someone like some good successors, I don't see it collapsing then. But if you get stuck with like who would be a shitty successor for Trump?
Tim Scott,
Ronald Dion DeSantis.
I don't think DeSantis would cause the collapse, but I don't think he would win.
Tim Scott.
It would be have to be like Tim Scott or something like that.
I don't think Bergen would be that good of a successor, to be honest.
I don't think Bergen would be a successor. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he really has like the charisma or the like. Even as VP, I don't know if he'd have like the name recognition even to defeat like heavyweights in the primary. I have a hunch that whoever wins the primary is gonna be like kind of like a bland MAGA type candidate. So it could end up being Rob. It could be like, yeah, Rob. I don't even know. We don't even have that good of a bench.
I mean, we got like a couple good ones, but they're not realistic, I think. Like, people that say JD Vance, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but
that's
not.
No, it is. I know from friends who are close to DC that it is being conveyed with the utmost seriousness, and Vance is listening, that he needs to stay in the House. So if my friends who are connected to Vance are convinced of this, it really does sound like Vance is going to stay in the House, which means
that too.
JD Vance is not going to be the
VP.
Sorry guys, he's not going to run in 28. He's not going to be VP anymore.
Yeah, because apparently he had said that he hadn't had a conversation with Trump about being vice president, so he's probably
there's a lot of like smoke screens to this entire thing. You don't actually know what's real or not. That's
I think he said it himself on Bannon's show or whatever. I think it was Glenn Beck.
It was a couple days ago.
I think it was Glenn. It was either Glenn Beck's or Bannon's show.
Yeah, it was
whatever.
Glenn Beck's like yesterday. He said like I haven't had a conversation with Trump. You know, I'm gonna be in the Senate. That's why I think you're not gonna see him leave.
I think he would rather be the Senate anyways. I mean, he'd probably be honored to be picked, but I think he'd rather be in the Senate.
Yeah, he's more useful in the Senate. Just for the simple fact that with the vice presidency, yeah, you might be the successor, but do you really think he's gonna?
I mean, I'd like for him to be the successor, to be honest.
But
he'll make a fine Senate majority leader one day.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, I gotta go. See y'all.
All right, see you, Tyrone.
Oh, apparently Matt Gaetz has been invited to the inauguration of Nayib Bukele.
Who?
Bukele, the president of El Salvador.
Oh, duh, yeah. I had a brain fart for
He got invited to his inaugurations.
Let's see here. Imagine
waiting for the Democrat list.
Imagine if Rubio is VP and DeSantis appoints himself to the Senate seat. Can he do that?
I don't see why he wouldn't. He would just have his lieutenant governor replace him, and she'd be terrible. But
yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't mind DeSantis as senator. I prefer him being senator over Matt Dolan in Ohio.
Yeah, but I think with I know Murkowski. We talked about this yesterday. Murkowski's father. That was some corruption, but I don't think you can appoint yourself to the Senate. Does anyone know?
I mean,
theoretically, it's possible.
Ricketts appointed himself.
If he trusts his lieutenant governor enough.
Yeah, but I think that was a bit different because he got out of office, then he made a backroom deal with what's the guy's name?
I don't know.
What's the governor?
Not like it matters.
Nebraska.
The current one?
Yeah.
Pillen, I think it's his name.
Pillen. Yeah, Jim Pillen. Yeah, so he made a backroom deal with Pillen. So that's a little bit different, but it's possible, I guess.
It definitely is.
Even then, I don't think Trump would want Rubio, Trump wouldn't want DeSantis in the Senate. So I don't know what DeSantis would. I don't know who DeSantis would appoint that Trump would like. I mean, like, is there anybody in Florida that both Trump and DeSantis could agree on?
It would have to be someone. Maybe Corey Mills.
Mills, maybe, but he just got in the House.
Well, yeah.
I don't think he's a freshman.
Well,
I would be perfectly fine with I'd be perfectly fine with a Senator Mills. He quickly become a top 5 senator, but
yeah. Either way, it would make sense for Rob. It would make sense for him to try and seat himself in the Senate because it places him in a position of national relevancy by 2028.
Yeah, and the other
I'd
thing is,
imagine.
DeSantis had run for Senate previously.
Yeah, he had drop out because
because DeSantis ran for Senate when Rubio ran for president, and then he dropped out, and that was that.
Charlie Howard for 2. Robinson could be a Trump successor for 2032. If Robinson's another one, but it depends if he wins or not. Like you said, if he doesn't win, I just don't think he has a future.
I agree. We shouldn't count our eggs before they hatch because I remember people were saying the same thing about Carrie Lake.
Yeah, I never bought into that hype. That was always to me that always seemed like a bunch of bullshit. Because Carrie Lake seemed, well liked within the base, but that doesn't mean, she has a future in the at the presidential level. Robinson, you could say, at least because he won the lieutenant governorship in a big upset, you can argue, outran Trump in North Carolina, has a good shot to be the governor. Like, not just, he has 0% chance or something. Like, Robinson has a good shot of winning.
Yeah, he's good on the issues. He's charismatic.
The weird thing
but
is
I don't know.
Optically, he's perfect. That's a weird thing. He says quote-unquote extreme stuff, but his optics are good. I just can't. The guy is like, what do you even call him? Like a Chad? I don't know. Rob will appoint himself. Yeah, it's gonna be either him or maybe his wife. Even his wife. You imagine?
All right, looks like we don't have a roll call for the motion on the table yet, but latest one we have is the renaming of a post office in
useless
Louisiana after Luke Letlow.
Oh yeah, Letlow. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Ralph, what are your thoughts on the Georgia bill that passed today?
What's that? So they have the absentee ballots.
It was an election bill. It would mandate all of the absentee ballots to be counted before 8 p.m. on election night. The issue is it does not go into effect until 2025.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Now, I mean, Trump's still favored in Georgia. Let's be real about this.
I read an article. I only said one part of it was that active.
I'm gonna read this because I thought it said something about it was in effect this year. Let's see.
Maybe part of it is. I don't know.
It was I was reading an article. Only said one part of it didn't take into effect after 24.
Okay, yeah, it's only part of it. Yeah, so the bill also requires counties to report the results of all absentee ballots by an hour after polls. Okay, so hold on. It also lets counties use paper ballots in elections, which fewer. So it sounds like that the only change that doesn't go into effect is that you have to use paper ballots.
So the paper ballots only doesn't go into effect until 25.
But even then, it's that's fine. I can live with that. Just absentee ballots, that alone, I think would make people be more confident because you can't.
I will say this: I think doing only paper ballots that could actually increase Republican turnout because there's a lot of them that just probably will not turn out until they get rid of electronic machines.
Which I think is just
they get in line, they see electronic machines, they go
leave. Home. They just leave. But yeah, I think that the law that's a good. I think that should be common sense. An hour after polls close, you should have every single absentee ballot reported. You have a week to count it. If that's going into effect before the 2024 election, the election's basically done. Trump's winning Georgia. Yeah, I mean, that's just common sense. Every state should do that. 1 hour after polls close, you have a week to count the absentees. Why the hell should you not be able to report the results an hour after the fact?
You know what? At least Brian Kemp is actually doing something, unlike his old lieutenant governor, who, by the way, is becoming Biden's newest simp.
Yeah, what's the guy's name? Jeff Duncan?
Yeah, Jeff Duncan, he endorsed Biden yesterday.
Yeah, he endorsed Biden. It's it's principled conservatives like him. They're the reason we lost the Georgia Senate race, by the way.
I think Raffensperger may actually also be supporting Biden because of the whole phone call thing.
I don't think Raffensperger just is going
to I don't think he's endorsed, but if he endorses anybody, it'll probably be Biden.
Yeah. Rapp, what about Josh Hawley as Trump's successor? That's not going to happen. No.
That'd be base, but...
Yeah, just Josh Hawley, I see him as Kind of like a Vance type. He's going to be there in the Senate for a while, but that's about it. So what do you guys think about the Brian Kemp bill? Do you think every state should emulate it? Because I'm reading some parts of it. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction for sure. You know, Georgia as a whole has done pretty good on election integrity, unlike a lot of the other swing states. So you have to give them props at least for that, even though they didn't really do it when it mattered, which was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I would say that. Oh, sorry about that. I bumped my mic. I just think it should be common sense that you have your results within an hour for at least absentees, because that's where the problems really stem from. You can't just have the shit where, like Milwaukee does. It's just an example. I'm not saying they do it, but it's just an example of what could happen. You have one of these big cities, they report election days first, and theoretically, if a partisan hack's running the election, they can theoretically know how many votes they need for absentees. And you don't really know if they came before or after. You don't really know. It's theoretically possible. That's why I like the idea of, all right, you have 1 hour to count these, or you have up to 1 hour to report the results. You have like a week to count it. Lord Rhino for 5. Electronic ballots have been banned in most European countries. Why won't the federal government ban them? Well, because the federal government doesn't run elections in America. That's a big difference. It's state by state. That's why you have states like Utah and... is it Colorado that does all mail-in?
Yeah, or something like that.
It's,
honestly, thank God the federal government doesn't run our elections right now.
Oh, that would be bad. That would be bad.
Yeah,
Washington.
it would be basically... It basically would be like the India elections. Because I think they're voting now, but they're not getting the results till, what, June?
That's a very...
But I mean, they also have like 3 or 4 times our population
like
anyways. So.
1.2 billion people or something.
1.3 or 4. They're already the biggest country in the world.
What margin do you think Trump needs to win Georgia by in order to reasonably believe he'll win enough electoral votes to get the presidency? I think if he wins by 3 or 4, that's enough.
Probably
more
so.
Than enough. More than enough.
If he's winning Georgia by 3 to 4, he's winning North Carolina 4 to 5.
Oh, probably even more than that.
Which, even then, I mean, if that happens, you're getting Governor Robinson.
Yeah. The Democrats will eventually take over federal elections. Yeah, they're going to try. And that's why this is a must-win election for Trump. Because if you don't win this cycle, not going to be fun. Not going to be fun. And I do wonder if there's enough time to... Even if Trump wins, is there enough time to, like, save this country? Reverse the damage? I don't think so. It's a sad reality. India has 1.4 billion. Yeah, so they have 1.4 billion people, and apparently their election system sucks. Fun.
I mean, their infrastructure is like complete garbage as well.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Because I mean, you also got to go for like the slum. You have like your slums, and then your apartments, like really shitty apartments.
Yeah, just like you go from the slums to the even like less shitty slums. That's basically what it is. I'm not trying to be racist, it's just a fact. Like,
I mean, my dad's been to India. That's basically how it is.
Yeah, it's not even a racial thing. It's just facts. And people are saying it's racist. It's not. That's what India is.
My dad has spent a month in Hyderabad for like business stuff. He probably knows more about India than the average progressive that would call you racist.
Yeah. Let's see here. Is there a federal election commission or something? Yeah, but they deal with finance stuff. That's the one part that I agree with. There should be some kind of restrictions on like super PACs and stuff, but they gotta enforce.
Speaking of restrictions on PACs.
Are we talking about the Hamide thing?
No, I'm talking about APAC.
Oh, APAC. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you got to talk about the Indiana stuff from.
Listen.
Yeah.
If this was any other country, this isn't because it's Israel. I don't give a shit that it's Israel. If this is any other country, China, Russia, North Korea, can you imagine a North Korean PAC? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Israel basically bought their way into a seat.
More like 2 or 3 of them in Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
That's my problem.
Like, of all of the, like, I think it was like 5 open seats, we had 1 victory.
Yeah, we had, Stutzman. Not that Stutzman, people on election Twitter.
And I think he barely won.
He barely won, yeah. So, APAC, in my opinion, PACs like that should be illegal. You should not, your PAC should not be all about a foreign country. That should be illegal. I don't care if it's China, Israel, hell, if it's France. Like, why would you want a France pack or a Brazil pack?
Because they're not our greatest ally.
Well, it's like, I don't care if, like, Israel probably is our best ally, but does that mean that, you know, oh, we should have a pack allowed from there? No. We should put a ban on all those, like, APACs and stuff. Isn't there, like, a Chinese one, too?
I don't even know.
It probably
If there were a Chinese one, it'd be one of the greatest scandals in the 21st century.
Oh, yeah, 100%. If it's
but
China
when
or
it's
Russia.
Israeli, when they pass laws condemning any quote-unquote anti-Zionist speech, then, oh, that's perfectly fine.
Charlie Howard for 5. I'm thinking of being a poll watcher in North Carolina. I think election integrity is decent in North Carolina, but I want to do my part to make sure. Yeah, North Carolina is good elections, but that's good. We need more people like you that are willing to volunteer and be a poll watcher, or even just work at the polls. More people should do that. I agree with that.
I mean, Florida should be our standard, like
Yes.
nationally.
Florida should be the standard. What is it, like take 2 hours and they're done? They may have like a couple votes here and there.
At this point, like in their, at this point, the way they vote, you basically call them at poll closing when the panhandle closes.
Yeah, but even
like
then,
that's how red they are now.
They count within like 2 minutes.
I mean, it's like they're basically like Texas now. Texas, you can basically call the entire state once El Paso closes. Same in Florida.
Let's see here. China tries to buy politicians in the UK all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if they've done it in America. Oh, they try. I think they're probably successful, but it's just not good that you have the foreign entity like APAC running, or basically controlling our elections. How much money do they spend? Is this some crazy amount, like $500 million a year?
Something like that. I mean, they ran ads in Indiana Zaves calling Hostetler, you know, I guess pro-terrorist or something.
Yeah, because he
like
was against the war in Iraq.
But the other issue is like he didn't raise any money. Like 40,000 was all he had, so he had no money to defend himself. So he basically ran entirely on name recognition, and he shockingly got second place.
He got 20%.
Yeah, but I think he split the vote with
Moss.
With Moss, which was that's what I was afraid of, but I didn't think I thought Moss would have gotten second place, and Hostetler would have gotten like single digits.
Is it the guy that took fourth, like a MAGA candidate too?
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, same thing.
I think in one district there was, I think it was Speedy, and then there was a guy endorsed by Vivek Ramaswamy, and
yeah,
I think the Ramaswamy candidate got second place.
No, Speedy took second. Speedy got screwed. Again, that's another thing. We have to have runoffs for all states. There's no reason for a candidate to win with less than 30% like that. That's horseshit. There's no reason for that. Let's see here. Is there even a point for voting Republican at the House level? I mean,
not really.
I would say yes, just for the simple fact that you still want to give Trump some kind of majority. It's still not going to be perfect, but you'd much rather have a Republican majority than a Democrat one with Trump. I'm just saying. Because at least with Trump, he can hold some of these people accountable when he's the president. He should, theoretically, but after Wisconsin banned source money and foreign money magically buying his campaign in Wisconsin today. Well, yeah, they banned that, and he has to actually campaign. But that really wasn't going to change much, I don't think. Let's see. Utah might go for Biden. Look how big of a left swing that state has taken. Of course, it's Willard saying that. John Willard, everyone. Wait, did he say Wyoming's likely Republican? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, because Liz Cheney will endorse Biden, and all of a sudden the state goes for...
Did I just hear Riz Cheney?
I said Liz Cheney. I said Liz Cheney will endorse Biden and cause the whole state to move left by double digits and whatever the fuck, I don't know.
Did you see Republican senators want to put anti-Israel people on no-fly list? Wait, what?
Huh?
Does anyone know about this? Apparently, there's some clowns in the Senate trying to put people on a no-fly list if they're anti-Israel.
That's not surprising if it's true.
Where is this a bill in the House?
Who frickin' knows? Oh, yeah, it's Roger Marshall has proposed that anti-Israel protesters be put on the no-fly list. Are you shitting me, Marshall? Listen.
Marshall? What the fuck?
Listen, if you're being violent at a protest, yeah, you should be arrested, but should they put on a no-fly list?
Because they're terrorists or whatever, I don't know.
What? Now, those that are affiliated with Hamas, that's a separate story, but if you're just protesting Israel...
I mean, he's probably going to claim that all of them are associated with Hamas.
Well, they're not. Listen, I would say, like, 80% of people protesting, they're scam artists. They probably actually support Hamas. But I would say 20%, they're not involved with that. But it's not good. Yeah, Blackburn and Marsh. It's Blackburn also?
Okay, that's definitely passing the Senate if
Yeah,
that's the case.
that's
Actually,
gonna pass. The
I mean,
Senate.
actually, now Democrats would probably vote against. Yeah, well,
Yes. Trump is...
Fetterman would vote for it, but I don't think any of the other Dems would.
We're talking about the same types that will likely vote for the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act, which, by the way, you look more into it, you realize that a foreign country can decide what anti-Semitism is, and they could throw people in jail. That's not good.
Oh, but they're the only Jewish state, so...
Yeah, but they're a foreign country. It doesn't matter. Can you imagine, like, we gave, like, China total control of, like, arresting people for, like, anti-Asian hate crimes or something?
Pretty much.
They would just say, if you're against the CCP, you're anti-Asian or something. You hate Asian people. You should be thrown in jail. That's a problem with it. It doesn't matter if it's Israel. It doesn't matter if it's China, Russia. It doesn't matter. There's no reason for that crap to pass. Are you gonna talk about the RFK tapeworm stuff? Oh, you guys hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about it.
I'd like
It's
to
funny.
repeat what
His
Mike
campaign's
Collins
falling
said about
apart.
the... I'd like to repeat what Mike Collins said, but that'd probably get demonetized real fast.
Let me just pull this up, because I thought this was a parody. I really thought, this was, the Babylon Bee that posted this. But this is a real thing. A real headline from Politico. RFK Jr. claims a doctor told him a worm ate part of his brain, reports the New York Times.
Wouldn't be the first time the brain got messed up. Kennedy brain got messed up.
Boo. Why would you
Yeah,
admit
I
this?
think-
RFK claimed numerous health problems, including that a parasite possibly ate part of his brain during a deposition made during a contentious divorce from his second wife a decade ago. Yeesh. The surgeon, he said, believed the issue was caused by a worm that got into my brain and ate a portion of it and then died. Let's see.
I'm looking at, I'm going back to the motion to table thing. I think there is one specific reason why Jeffries wanted Democrats to vote to table this. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene is the one that proposed it.
Maybe.
That's literally why. I think that's why. They don't want to give her a victory.
That doesn't sound that crazy, because they have nothing to...
I think if anybody else had proposed this, even Massey,
I think
they would
have
voted against it.
That's silly.
I think that's not insane to think.
They did it because they own him. That's all it is.
It's like...
I mean, that too, but
it's
I don't know. But it's Marjorie Taylor Greene is basically the House boogeyman, aside from Donald Trump.
Yeah, Trump
it's Trump and Venice Green. That's it.
Hey, Rap, you should post. You should show the stream what I just put in the chat.
Good Lord, dead brain word 32%, Joe Biden 29. The birds are back.
Oh yeah, I have my bird with me.
Here, this guy said, "I'm more liberal than Ted Kennedy to get elected." Ted Kennedy, more liberal than a liberal Democrat. I don't get what RFK's doing here. I have cognitive problems, clearly. I have short-term memory loss, and I have longer-term memory loss that affects me. Kennedy said in the deposition. Are you shitting me? So 2 of the options we got for president this year, 2 of the major 3. One of them can't walk up the stairs properly without falling. And he reads off the teleprompter like, please or what was it? End sentence or something?
End of quote.
End of quote, yeah.
Or what else was
Pause.
Pause. And then the other clown, he has
Burgundy.
A brain worm that ate part of his brain that caused memory loss. Bro. These are the options we got?
Apparently.
Let's see. Mr. Kennedy traveled extensively in Africa, South America, and Asia in his work as an environmental advocate, and one of those locations contracted a parasite. Since Stefan Spear, the Kennedy campaign press secretary, the issue was resolved more than 10 years ago, and he is in robust physical and mental health. Questioning Mr. Kennedy's health is hilarious suggestion, given his competition. It's not really, because he's 10 years older from, 12. This is 12 years ago, and this might be even longer. So if he has problems now, it's like, or problems then with memory loss, what do you think's gonna happen now? That's not good. I don't care, if that's 10 years ago. That's still a significant ordeal. End sentence, new paragraph. RFK should have chosen Don Blankenship as VP. No way. Biden Kennedy with the F. Yeah, these are options, everyone. A guy with a dead brain worm, and then Biden. What do you even call that? Does anyone have a word for Biden?
Dementia.
Probably more than that. Like, at this point, he has everything, all the above, which is sad, but it's real.
Here's the fucking roll call vote.
You have the roll call vote?
No. They still haven't posted it. They probably don't post it for motion tables. I don't know.
But yeah, so Kennedy, I think his campaign's go down in flames. I still think he gets like 5% or something, but he's not gonna do anything significant. What was he at right now? Polling right now like 8%? Like 8 or 9?
12% in Wisconsin, according to that Quinnipiac poll.
Wait, what percent?
12 in Wisconsin, according to a Quinnipiac poll.
Let's just say, okay, between 8 to 12%.
It had Biden winning by 6 in a head-to-head.
Yeah, so let's say he's up by, or at 8 to 12%. He's probably gonna go down to 5%. A guy with no brain and a guy with a wormed brain, eh? Yep, that's what we got.
Let's see, that Quinnipiac poll, it was Biden plus 6 in a head-to-head. And it went down to Biden plus 1 with everybody else, and at RFK at 12.
What? How? What? Okay, that doesn't seem right, bud. Bailey Spangler for 10. House Republicans are giving an aneurysm. If Democrats win the House, it's their fault. Does Trump even need a House majority at this point? Much of his agenda can be done by executive action. Well, that's the argument that some people are using, that do you really need the House for what Trump wants to do? Because he just wants to burn down, like, the agencies. He doesn't need the House to do it, but you still want to pass something, like, worth anything in the House and Senate. So you still want the majority, but unlike the first term where he needed the House for the tax cuts and then try to pass healthcare reform, most of his stuff, he's just going to do an executive order, like, what is it, Title 5 or something? What is that, the one that he fires a bunch of people? It's like a title thing. Can't think of the name. Do you think the House will improve after 2026? You're gonna see a bunch of retirements, I think. Trump needs a House.
Rap, are you...
What?
Are you gonna see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
Is it coming out next week?
It's coming out in like a day.
Really? A day?
I think so.
I'm gonna go watch it. It looks pretty good.
Heck yeah.
Title 420, weed is legal. Yeah, knowing Trump, he would probably do something, like, or at least, like, make it where, some people got thrown in jail for, well, he kind of did that. Never mind. The Silent Onion for 2. Thank you so much, good sir. Yeah, Agenda 25, Project 2025. Yeah, that's what it is. Project 2025. That's the one where he wants to fire a bunch of people. Plus, he's trying to actually reform the government. He can do executive action on some things, but man, at the end of the day, some judge will block it. Yeah, but theoretically with Trump, if he just has everything, he should be fine.
By the way, McCarthy endorsed McGuire for Congress, and I think it sounds like he might also endorse Matt Gaetz' opponent as well.
He's going to. That clown. Notice the day
after. Yeah, the DEI guy.
The day of that, the FEC going after him, or what was the FEC?
Something like that.
Yeah, like they went after him for like the illegal campaign stuff.
What's his opponent's name? Aaron Dimmick.
Yeah, that's.
Guy is pro DEI. I think he's probably pro Biden as well.
Probably.
This guy is also the simp guy. Like, the simps are, like, simping for him.
The Silent Onion for 2. New poll says Trump is somehow winning Washington. I'm just gonna say that poll is bullshit. It's because of undecideds. But maybe Trump does better Washington. That's likely. But by that much? I don't think so. Project 2025 is an attack on our democracy. That's real. Trump in a Republican Congress, yes, but if he had Paul Ryan, so does it really count? Yeah, you gotta deal with Paul Ryan and then trying to think of some other idiots. Liz Cheney. Yeah, not a good majority. Hey, Rap, comment on the Ole Miss student that got expelled. Yeah, what was that about? The guy got expelled or something like that?
Wait, what the fuck?
Or no, I think I kicked off the fraternity. I know that.
Yeah, I know he got kicked out of his fraternity.
Are they talking about
JP
JP Staples?
What?
Are they talking about JP Staples, the Monkey Noises kid?
Yeah.
JP Staples, yeah.
He's a new civil rights icon.
Well, no, just listen. I don't like Matt Walsh brought up of old people. You watch the video, it's like, even if he did that, it's like that is that offensive somehow? Like, even the woman, she told the media that she didn't really care.
I think it's something. I mean, it doesn't matter what she thinks.
Yeah, no, she even said that she doesn't even care. It's like, whatever. So she
Yeah, but it
care.
doesn't matter what she thinks. What matters is what the media thinks. It's what the NAACP thinks. NAACP wants to basically kill him.
Awesome Lego 3000 for 5. Hey, Rap, do you think APAC is going to ruin yet another potential successful primary Texas 23rd between Herrera and Gonzalez later this month? It's possible.
Yeah, probably. I think APAC supports Gonzalez. But I don't even think Israel's a big issue. Gonzalez is hitting Herrera for, like, the Trump stuff.
Well, I think Herrera's biggest advantage is the gun stuff. That's what just saved him, I think. In
Yeah,
immigration.
let's see Gonzalez, he aired an ad about Herrera bashing Trump's chances of winning. But that was, like, months ago.
And like his son or something.
Oh, yeah, I think there was a source that Trump is not endorsing in the race because of the Barron Trump stuff.
But yeah, it sounds like, he's not going to endorse anyone, but that's actually kind of a good thing that he's, well,
I think Johnson would have wanted to anyways.
Yeah. And at this point, Mike Johnson compromised with the Democrats. He'll be no better than Paul Ryan. John Thune will also likely become Senate Majority Leader and Trump won in a primary. But at least with John Thune, I think he's an upgrade over McConnell just because Mitch McConnell, even John Thune can handle money better than that. It's unfreaking believable. If Trump wins Washington, then Trump will be winning 400 plus electoral votes. Oregon, New York, Virginia, Minnesota will flip. Yeah, if you're winning Washington, yeah. Everything's going to flip at that point. Bane, remember his shenanigans? Yeah, he got kicked out of the house for it. Or he was going to. But. Hold on. Hello?
I hear you.
Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
That was weird.
What happened?
Of course, the stream's cutting out. Rip audio?
Yeah, I see the Fs.
I see the Fs. Ads. Everything's good.
I hear your audio.
Yeah, everything's good, I think. Help me.
I don't think I have access to the soundboard on here. Let me see if maybe I do.
I think you were getting trolled, Rap. Your audio is fine on the screen.
Yeah, the audio's fine. Okay, that was weird. Okay, YouTube might have had like a bug for a second. Who knows? Okay, we're good. The audio sounds... Okay, anyways, back to whatever that was. Yeah, that must have just been YouTube, being YouTube. I hear you. Okay, we're good. All right. Roy Moore or Strange? Oh gosh, do I have to answer that?
Roy Moore, what?
No, I'm not going to answer that. Let's see.
I cannot confirm or deny this, but there might be some dissent saying that Biden's going to win Indiana.
That's real. Let's see. Your whole stream died for 10 seconds. Okay. Stream's still... Is the stream still going?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird.
definitely.
Okay.
Rap, it's fine. You're getting trolled.
Well, it did
The
cut out
audio
for a
is
second.
perfectly fine.
It did cut out for a second. Okay. All right. Anyways, back to the stream. Okay, so we talked about the RFK stuff. Did we talk about the Brian Kemp stuff? We did talk about.
Yeah.
Anything else? Did we miss anything?
Still waiting for that Democrat list of no votes.
It just never comes. It just
Yeah, I don't think they even publish roll call votes for.
they're
most
so
of the table.
lazy. It's like, nah, we don't need a roll call vote for this. This is a worthless
Like I
vote.
said, the last one they posted was for a post office renaming in Louisiana.
Post
Oh, I
office
think
renaming.
never mind, we got some new ones here. Let me see what I got.
Let's see here. Do you support a two-state solution? Here's reality. It's never gonna happen. Because you just can't put two religions like that to get right next to each other and expect it to go well. That's just the sad reality of it.
Hey, okay, we got a roll call vote. We got the roll call.
Oh, we do? Okay, post it.
Yep, we got a roll call. Let me find the Democrats. All right.
Okay.
I think I've got it. Let me see. We got Barragan, Bowman, Bush, Kazar, Castro, Clark, Connolly, DeGette, Doggett, Escobar, Frost, Garamendi, Garcia from Texas, Robert Garcia from California, Gomez, Harder, Jackson,
Really?
Jayapal. Harder, yeah, Harder from California.
Funny last name, but
Jackson from Illinois, Jayapal, Cam Lager, Dove, Barbara Lee, Summer Lee, Menendez, AOC, Presley, Ramirez, Ryan, Scanlon, Tleib, Velasquez, Waters, Watson, Coleman, and Williams from Georgia.
huh. So, yeah, basically for progressive, then.
Yeah, progressives, your squad. I guess because Israel and part of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I do wonder, the closer we get to the DNC, how much more chaotic it's going to get. Because at this point, it's got to get worse for Democrats, right? It has to. Because, they're invading Rafah right now as we speak. Is that correct? Or they're starting to, I think.
Oh,
Right.
We also have a list of people who did not vote.
Yeah, who didn't vote?
Banks, Burgess, Carson, Carter from Texas, Cleaver, Cole, Fushi, Granger,
Granger, of course.
Grijalva, Hagman, Jackson Lee, Jacobs, LaMalfa, Landsman, Luna, Magaziner, McCall, Mullen, Sessions, Thompson from Mississippi, and Tokuda. So Anna Paulina Luna did not vote.
Okay. She must have been gone. Or something.
She probably would have voted yes, because she's usually very much alongside Matt Gaetz. I think they always vote the same.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever voted against each other.
Not that I know of.
All right. If anyone got more super chats, more questions, concerns, comments, begin sending them now. Last calls for super chats, everyone. So there's a lot of stuff going on at the House. We don't know how this is gonna go because Marjorie Taylor Greene could theoretically motion to vacate tomorrow. Again, try it again, or maybe they get someone else who's a respected member of Congress that
Just a random. Well, I mean, they would have to be someone that supports it. I don't know who. I mean, let me look for the list. Yeah, Davidson, maybe Spartz. Spartz is always under the radar. I mean, she's also Ukrainian, but she doesn't even support vacating, so she probably wouldn't even bring it back.
Maybe someone not Crane, not Roy, Mooney. Moore.
Mooney, maybe.
Mooney, Moore, one of those two.
Probably.
What do you think of Abe calling on Blake to drop out of the race? Abe should drop out of the race. Breaking Rap. The Senate plans to give Biden emergency powers to deal with the Vicroy Trump. When informed of the news, Biden said, quote, "I love democracy." Is that no, that's Attack of the Clones reference, right? Did he say that on Attack of the Clones or?
Probably.
Yeah. And, Trump 24 and Joe would know that.
What is this Equal Representation Act? I'm looking through the House roll call votes.
Marjorie Taylor Greene should be the one ousted. Yeah, but the thing with Taylor Greene is you gotta get a good challenger. If you get someone good, yeah, I would support it, but you don't want to end up with
Let me look at the House races in Georgia. She's got to have some primary challengers. They're probably
she
all
might have
on
some
the left.
establishment hack.
I
Have to
don't
go
know.
rep.
She actually has no challengers.
What?
I have to
She has
go.
no challengers.
All right, adios.
She's unopposed.
Okay.
So she's actually unopposed.
That's okay. Yeah, that's suspicious then, because she's one of the people you would think that she gets a challenger no matter what.
I think it's because all the moderate Republicans are just getting behind the Democrats.
Yeah. Let's see.
Which in this case, Sean Harris is basically running away with it.
Thoughts on Newsmax? They seem like a BoomerCon channel. They are. They're just BoomerCons on Newsmax. They had a lot of potential, but they blew it.
I mean, they're still probably to the right of Fox, but even then, it's barely.
I would just say they're more in the conspiracy stuff. You know, like the.
I think you got to go to what OANN.
Yeah, that's like full blown
MAGA.
Freaking Mike Lindell stuff. Yeah.
I think they only run Lindell ads, anyways. That's probably their only moneymaker is Lindell's company.
Yeah, Lindell, and you see that picture of Lindell a couple days ago.
I mean, you go on OANN and it cuts to commercials. It's literally just My Pillow.
Yeah, it's My Pillow and then some supplements.
My Coffee and whatever else there is.
It's some supplement. It's like the Alex Jones stuff. But at least with Alex Jones, he's like an independent thing.
Well, that's how he has to make his money to pay off the $1 trillion he owns.
That's just insane, the amount of money he owns. Absolutely insane.
He owes $1 trillion to the Newtown families.
Yeah. Attack of the Clones, a worst Star Wars movie. No, Attack of the Clones is a masterpiece compared to Revenge of the Sith. Or not. No, not Revenge of the Sith. No. Revenge of the Sith is the masterpiece of all masterpieces, but it's better than Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi. I should say that easily. Hot take. If Mike Lindell ran for Senate in Minnesota, he wouldn't get it close to single digits. Yeah, just because all the Republicans would vote for the guy. He would get Klobuchar, but even then he would still lose. Anyways, folks, I think we're going to end the stream here. I was not expecting to stream today, but a lot of stuff's going on. RFK is saying he has a worm ate part of his brain. Taylor Greene did a motion to vacate. And, yeah.
We had some news, by the way, from Biden. President Biden tells Aaron Burnett that if Israel invades the city of Rafah, which they have, the U.S. will stop supplying it with artillery, shells, bombs for fighter jets, and other offensive weapons.
Huh. I wonder.
And then he also compared the Hamas attack to Holocaust.
Wait,
yesterday.
What? He said what?
He compared the Hamas attack to Holocaust, I think the initial Hamas attack.
Are you
again? He's flip flopping depending on who's trying to.
I hate. Listen, those attacks were awful, but to compare it to the Holocaust, are you serious?
I mean, it's how he's trying to appeal to the neocons. Then
yeah,
the neocons that he's appealing to the neocons that he's losing because he's trying to shill for the college students without, I guess, abandoning his principles, whatever principles he has.
Let's see here. Ooh, do we have a new YouGov poll? People are saying YouGov poll just released. YouGov. Let's see here. Oh, that's earlier. Yeah, so they had Trump's tied. Biden needs to be impeached for stopping Congress-approved military aid, as Trump was impeached for doing it in Ukraine. Yeah, Trump got impeached for it. So should Biden.
I searched up YouGov on Twitter and went to the latest tweets, and it's all just replies to Jill Stein.
It's just Jill Stein. But anyways, folks.
Apparently a recent poll found that in a freeway matchup against Biden and Trump, Jill Stein is polling at 22% among voters under 30, 16% among voters 30 to 44.
Bullshit! Bullshit! There's
He's
no.
not even going to get. He's not even going to get that much, considering she won't even be on the ballot in those states.
Well, no, she'd be on the ballot in most states, but she's not gonna be on the ballot in every state. There's been a couple where she's not. There's no shot she gets 30% of young people. That's insane.
I mean, if they're all voting, well, I mean, if they're all voting for her because of Palestine, I don't know.
All right.
I think most of them just won't even vote. I don't think they're even voting for anybody. They probably wouldn't even vote for Jill Stein because she's white.
Alright, but anyways, folks, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. If you guys did enjoy these streams, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, we'll see you guys in the next stream.